What if I told you the Kansas City Chiefs are about to pull off one of the most important moves in franchise history, and it has nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes, nothing to do with Andy Reid's playbook, and everything to do with the most emotionally charged question hanging over Arrowhead Stadium right now? Who replaces the greatest tight end who ever lived? Stay right here, because what I'm about to break down is going to blow your mind, and Chiefs Kingdom needs to hear every single word of this. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Travis Kelce. The name alone gives every Chiefs fan chills. 13 seasons, 3 Super Bowl rings, the most receiving yards in NFL history for a tight end. A man who made Patrick Mahomes look unstoppable before Mahomes even knew how unstoppable he truly was. But here's the cold, hard reality nobody wants to say out loud. Father Time is undefeated, and even legends have to hang up their cleats eventually. Kelce is 36 years old. The 2025 season saw Kansas City crash to a 6-11 record, their worst finish in years. And while Kelce still managed 76 catches and 851 receiving yards, those numbers represent the lowest output he's put up in over a decade. The Chiefs missed the playoffs, the dynasty was cracked, and the entire football world spent the offseason holding its breath, wondering whether Travis Kelce would walk back through those doors one final time or ride off into the sunset with Taylor Swift by his side. Now here's where things get really interesting. Reports came out confirming that Kelce is expected to return for a 14th season in 2026. Ian Rappaport of NFL Network broke it down, saying the Chiefs want him back, and the plan was to reconvene after the Super Bowl to hammer out the details. So yes, Kelce is likely coming back, but and this is the most important, but you will hear all year, Brett Veach and the Chiefs front office are not sitting on their hands waiting for Kelce to decide the fate of their offense. They are actively, aggressively, and intelligently hunting for the next man up at tight end. And the move they are circling right now is something Chiefs fans have been dreaming about. Enter David Njoku. If you're a true NFL head, you know exactly who this man is. If you don't, let me paint the picture for you right now. Njoku is a 29-year-old physical specimen, 6'4", 246 pounds, and built like someone designed him in a laboratory specifically to torture defensive coordinators. He was a first-round pick out of Miami back in 2017, selected by the Cleveland Browns, and he spent 9 years in Cleveland giving everything he had to a franchise that could never quite get its act together. 9 years in Cleveland. Let that sink in. That is 9 years of loyalty to a city that hasn't seen a Super Bowl appearance since 1970. That is 9 years of blocking for quarterbacks who couldn't throw a spiral on a clear day, running routes for offenses that felt like they were designed by a committee that hated football. But through all of that, Njoku became one of the most reliable tight ends in the entire NFL. He hauled in a Pro Bowl selection in 2023. He finished his tenure in Cleveland with 384 receptions, 4,062 receiving yards, and 34 touchdowns across 118 career games. And then on a Monday that shook the football world to its core, Njoku took to his Instagram account and posted a message so real, so raw, and so emotionally loaded that it immediately sent the entire NFL free agent market into a frenzy. He said, and I want you to hear these words clearly. Cleveland, first off, I love you. These 9 years have been a beautiful journey. I'm so grateful for all the memories we shared together. The time for me to find a new home has come. He ended that post with the words, Chief out, Chief out. Now that might be a coincidence, or it might be one of the greatest unintentional teases in the history of NFL social media. Either way, the man is available, he is hungry, and he wants a ring more than anything else on this planet. Think about what David Njoku brings to the Kansas City Chiefs. Think about what Patrick Mahomes could do with a 29-year-old Pro Bowl tight end who runs crisp routes, who has championship hunger burning in his chest, who has never tasted playoff glory the way this Chiefs organization has. Njoku is not a finished product teetering at the edge of retirement. He is in the prime of his career. He is at the age where tight ends typically hit their absolute ceiling, where the experience of a decade in the NFL collides perfectly with the physical tools of a man who still has years of elite football left in him. He is the bridge between the Travis Kelce era and whatever comes next for Kansas City. He is the dream. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking about cap space. You're thinking that the Chiefs have financial constraints that might make this harder than it sounds. You're right that Kansas City has been navigating some tough salary cap decisions this offseason. But here's the thing. The Chiefs have done this before. Brett Veach is not just a general manager. He is a magician with a salary cap. He is the man who found ways to keep Kelce, Mahomes, and Chris Jones on the same roster year after year while consistently building one of the deepest rosters in football. If there is any front office in the NFL that can find a creative contract structure to bring David Njoku to Arrowhead Stadium at a number that works for both sides, it is Kansas City. And Njoku, coming off years of watching other tight ends chase Super Bowl glory while he was stuck in Cleveland. But wait, the Chiefs are not putting all of their eggs in one basket, because beyond the Njoku conversation in free agency, Kansas City is also doing their homework at the draft level, and the names coming out of their pre-draft visits are just as exciting. The Chiefs currently hold the number 9 overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, a pick that represents premium real estate on the board, and multiple analysts are projecting them to use that pick on a tight end. If you are a football fan, if you are someone who wants to stay ahead of every single roster move, every free agent rumble, every draft night surprise, you need to hit that subscribe button immediately. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a single update. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to know who you want the Chiefs to sign to replace Travis Kelce. Is it David Njoku in free agency? Is it Kenyon Sadiq in the draft? Is it Oscar Delp coming out of Georgia? Or do you believe Kelce still has one more dominant season left in the tank and none of this matters yet? Tell me everything. The debate starts right now in the comments, and I am going to be reading every single one of them. Like this video, if you believe the Chiefs are about to make a massive move at tight end this offseason, and share it with every Chiefs fan, because this is the conversation that is going to define Kansas City football for the next decade. Chiefs Kingdom, the next chapter is coming, and it is going to be absolutely electric.